things that only happen in China, you came to the right place then. China is considered to be one of the world's largest and most populous countries. The country is so diverse that it contains a long list of interesting truths and facts. In the video from The Travel Chase, you will find everything from its ancient civilization and its astonishing sights, its unique culture and traditions. Big, bigger, biggest. A phrase most frequently associated with the United States. In every aspect, China, the largest economy in the world, is rapidly outnumbered, forgotten by many. The Chinese had been the world's largest economy for much of the last 2 millennia. It is interesting to put these crowded figures into perspective while witnessing the rebirth of the Chinese economy. Stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, The Travel Chase. Also hit the bell icon for more latest updates. Let's get started. Number 1. Boiling eggs in urine. What did you just do here? Yes, boiling eggs in urine. The boiled eggs in the urine, you have probably heard about every kind of insane stuff in China. This recipe is called virgin boy eggs and it is very simple. Children under the age of 10 have a bucket of urine collected. The cooked eggs are about 4 times more expensive than regular eggs and are therefore regarded as delicious. Local chefs in the province of Dongyang in the eastern part of China hopefully staying positive and named it local dish, considered a delicious dish in the last 1,000 years, enjoyed around the world. Number 2. Chinese people eat everything. According to a survey and popular belief, Chinese eat everything with 4 legs except chairs and tables, everything that flies except the helicopter or aircraft, and everything that swims except submarines. Hilarious, isn't it? This video is not a concern of Chinese eating habits, but an explanation arose out of curiosity that a unique culinary culture exists. The largest population and their past having nothing is one of the major reasons why the Chinese people eat at all. Given the largest population, it was a hurdle to supply the whole population with the sufficient agrarian resources. In the last century, China has suffered from brutal famines, and so the Chinese people have adjusted themselves to eat any animals who move or keep them alive. Number 3. Ghost marriage in China. For thousands of years, China has been believed to haunt its living relatives if a man dies unmarried. To calm him, his survivors would take a part in traditional known as a ghost marriage that would find a bride and marry him afterwards. In traditional Chinese, ghost marriages are marriages where one or both parties are dead. In Chinese spirit marriage, Chinese ghost marriage has generally been established and conducted by the deceased families for a number of reasons, among which marriage of a couple previously engaged before the death of an individual, integration into patrilinealism of an unmarried daughter, continuation of the family line, or claim that there is no marriage between a young brother and older one. Since 1959, other forms of ghost marriage have been found, noticed and practiced from Sudan to India and to France. Number 4. Fox European Town. Is not really a trip to Europe possible? Chinese have you covered. Don't be worried. China cannot get enough bizarre knockoffs from an almost accurate replica of Australia's Hallstatt lakeside village in Luzhong, to a quiet British village on the outskirts of Shanghai, to a unique British village on the outskirts of Shanghai. While most areas have been designed to provide top-of-the-range housing for immigrations from the packed city centers, most of them are almost empty except for married families taking wedding photos. Number 5. Going pale. When you're at the beach, chances are you are there to work on your tan. That's why each year, millions of people vacation in places like Spain and the Caribbean. However, it is unusual to find a Chinese person, practically one from Qingdao, visiting such a location. This is because they have a different point of view on tanning than the majority of the Western world. They would prefer to have pale skin, so they take precautions to achieve it. Wearing a face skinny to the beach is one of those precautions. Bright masks shield their faces from the sun's UV rays and keep their skins being overly colored. Number 6. What's the holdup? Have you ever been caught in traffic? They are the worst, especially on a Friday night when you really want to get home. Those who never get as bad as they do in China. However, the country holds the record for the longest traffic jams in the history, which lasted 12 days in Beijing, except being stuck on the road for this kind of long. You would go insane. The holdup stretched for 62 miles and disrupted the lives of millions of people. Number 7. Play with panda. Giant pandas, unquestionably the cutest animals on the planet, are next on the list, although most Westerns have no families with pandas since the only ones in the United States are in high-end zoos. American citizens who visit China can not only see but also hug and catch these majestic animals. Chengdu, the capital city of Sichuan, is the safest location in China for visitors to see pandas. This is the location of a massive panda hosting and training section. In addition to see Chengdu giant panda breeding and research base, tourists to the Beijing Zoo are able to cradle and hug pandas. Number 8. Try walking across longest glass bottom bridge. The Zhangjiajie Grand Canyon Glass Bridge, built in Henan Province, Zhangjiajie, and opened to much acclaim in 2016. It's the world's tallest and longest glass bridge. In the Avatar film, the landscape around the bridge influenced the moving Hallelujah Mountains. Many people are afraid to cross the bridge for fear of falling through the glass. You might have seen in some other videos, the city authority, one of their hand, invited residents to break the window with hammers and even drove a car on it. It is situated in Wailingwang Scenic Area, which is known for its natural beauty, including trees, caves, cliffs, and streams. Number 9. Camp on the Great Wall. While the majority of visitors to China surely visit the main attractions of all times, most people are surprised that you are permitted to camper on the wall. That's amazingly simple. Tourists only have to pick a tent and a bed bag. Find a quiet space on the spot on the wall and set up a night camp. Don't fret if you lose your supplies. Camping supplies are rented for this use nearby stores. Campers should make sure that their litter is collected and they have plenty of food and drink. Number 10. Chinese New Year. The last in our video is a very seasonal adventure that requires to be perfectly paced, but which can offer a lot of joy to visitors. The Chinese New Year is China's largest event and definitely Beijing's most exciting tourist satisfaction. From January 24 to January 30, Chinese New Year celebrations take place. During this festival, one thing visitors can remember to do is to eat traditional food specially prepared for this holiday, an achievement that can be done by friends often present at fireworks. Although Americans love them in the sky for the lovely displays they have been used by China to frighten the evil spirits of the coming year. That's all about today's video. Subscribe to The Travel Chase. If you haven't done yet, do give a like to the video. We will be back with more videos. Stay tuned.